It's me. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Colleen and this is the Bibliofeline. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Claudia over at the Spinsters Library. I will include her channel down below. She gave me a shout out recently and it's very much appreciated. Her channel's super cool. She has a lot of great opinions on books. And she also has some kitty cats that are just so adorable. I love her cats. She's great, and you should all definitely go check her out, and I definitely appreciate the shout out that she gave me. So today we're going to be doing my February wrap up and my March TBR. However, before we get to that, I want to cut to a clip so you guys can finally meet my last cat that you haven't met, and that's Sully. I knew I wasn't going to get her in a video, so I filmed with her while she was sleeping. So here she is. Alright guys, so please excuse the lighting, please excuse this look, but I wanted to do a quick video with Sully because I never get to film with her, and here she is. I told you she exists. Hey! And she's just gonna sleep the entire time. This is her. I call her a potato because all she does is sleep and eat. And yeah, this is it. She's super pretty. She's super pretty. She gives kisses. I'll see if I can get her to do it. Hey. Have a kiss. Have a kiss. Have a kiss. Nope. Completely ignoring me. Alright, and that's her. She is a potato. She doesn't do anything. She does get a little bit playful towards feeding time at night, but I never film at night because lighting. Speaking of which, I never turned my light on. There we go. So sorry if the lighting was a little bit weird in the beginning there, but let's get started. So I had a total of 5 books that I read, and then I DNF'd one, and I'm currently reading another one. Of these 5 books that I finished and read, I had 3 stars and I had 4 stars, which is a really good month for me. I didn't hate anything. 3 stars for me personally are, that book is really good. I enjoyed it. 4 stars that was a very good book, and I enjoyed it more than I would enjoy a 3-star book. And then a 5-star is, oh, that book is phenomenal. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the 4-star books. I had 2 of them. Well, I had 3 of them technically. So I had The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and this is a book about fae. It's about political intrigue. It's very cool. Holly Black's writing is very good, and she writes fae so good. It follows Jude, and she is a human, and she wants to be a part of the fae world, and it kind of follows her adventures trying to be welcome in their world. I really liked a lot of the characters in this. I didn't really like her sister Taryn. I thought that she was kind of not a great sister, but other than that, this is a really good book, and I recommend it. I know that some people don't like it. I know that some people really love it. For me, I'm in the middle. I see its flaws, but I really like it, and I'm definitely going to continue on with the series. So that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And then the next book, and I read this for the Contemporary-thon. I had originally wanted to read 3 books, but I read 1. Yep, that's about how my reading month went. So this is Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney Stevens. The characters in this book are just not what you would see in other YA contemporaries. They are so multi-dimensional, and they're so fun, and they just seem like real teenagers and not these fictional characters. She did a very good job of writing these characters to make them seem like they're real and like they aren't just superficial. And then my last 4-star was a graphic novel. Again, I read this for the Contemporary-thon, so I read 2 things total. I had wanted to read 4 things. It's fine. It is what it is. And this is Giant Days. This is such a great graphic novel. It's super cute. I love the art style. It's definitely relatable because it's about these girls in college, and I am in my master's program right now. But I very much remember my undergrad. It wasn't that long ago, so I can definitely relate to these girls. And they're just so fun, and they're such a different cast of characters. They're not three of the same girls. All three of them are very different. And I loved it. And I think everyone should read this. I cannot wait to read the second volume. I picked this up solely because of Allie from Hardback Hoarder. She raves about the series, so you should definitely go check her out too. I'll leave her down below too, because great recommendation. So next we're going to move on to my 3-star books. So both of these I listened to on audio, and I love audiobooks. I listen to them in the car during my commute, when I'm working out, when I'm cooking sometimes. These books, however, just didn't really live up to, well, one didn't live up to the hype, and the other one I knew going into it was just going to be about a 3-star for me. So the first one is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. It's a really good book. I really enjoyed it, but unlike her Shades of Grey book, I just didn't connect to the characters as much, and I felt like the characters were a little bit juvenile, and I think that's partly because one of the characters is, I think, only 15, and she's a very young 15, so I had trouble relating. If I had read this maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I think I would have enjoyed it more, but as it stands, it was really good. The story is really good, but I think I prefer Shades of Grey better. And I've also read Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys, and that was a 3-star as well. And then for my last 3-star, I read The Woman in Cabin 10. I haven't read a thriller in a while, and I was really feeling the mystery, and I had this one on my shelf, and I got the audio book through the library. I knew going into it was only going to be about a 3-star because I read Ruth Ware's other book, In a Dark, Dark Woods, and that one was really good, but it was still only about a 3-star. Her mysteries just fall a little flat for me personally. And the ending, I didn't really like the ending. I thought there were some plot holes in the ending that weren't super great. But if you read this and you want to talk about it, like, definitely let me know what you thought down below. So let's get into the book that I DNF'd, and that is going to be 3 Dark Crowns. I was listening to this on audio as well. I got about a third of the way through, and I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm a very strong believer of not pushing yourself to finish a book if you're not liking it. The characters I couldn't relate to. I didn't really like them. I didn't think they were fleshed out very well. And I kind of predicted what was going to happen in the end. I don't know if that's what actually happens because I didn't finish it. Maybe I'll Google and see what happens. But it just wasn't that great for me. And I'm really disappointed because I was really looking forward to it. The cover's gorgeous. The premise is a really good idea. I just don't think it was well executed. And another thing is, I heard a ton about this book when it was first released. People on BookTube were saying how great it was, but I haven't heard anything since, and I haven't heard anything about the sequel that I know has been out for a while. So, like, to me, that just kind of seems like maybe it was good to read then, but it wasn't a memorable book. Finally, the book that I am in the middle of, and that I started towards the end of February, is The Bear and the Nightingale. I was really hoping to finish this in February, however, I just haven't been in the mood to read. So I'm only about 30 pages in, or 45 pages. I'm further than I thought. I'm really enjoying it. It's good. The writing is beautiful. I can't wait to get further in and for the plot to pick up more, because right now it's just introduction. My mom told me to read this book. She loved it, and my mother and I have similar tastes, so I will let you know what I think about this in the end of March. So with that, we are going to go into my March TBR. Obviously, first on the list is going to be The Bear and the Nightingale. I'm going to finish it. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. And then the next books are going to be all books that I have on my Kindle. This is another idea that Allie from Hardback Hoarder suggestion that's doing a month of reading just your Kindle books. I have a ton of books on my Kindle that I just never get to. So this month, I'm going to choose all books for my Kindle. I'm going to choose They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I've read his other 2 books, and I'm really excited to finally read this one. I'm going to read Unbecoming. I don't know who wrote this. I will annotate it when I look it up. But this is about 3 generations of women, a grandmother, a mother, and a daughter, and kind of like how their stories interconnect. This isn't an audiobook, but I'm going to read it anyway, and that is going to be The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and that is the book that I got in my Hour Crate for February. I like to read those as I get them so that they're not stacking up, so that when I get the new box, I can be super excited for the book that I get. So yeah, that is my March TBR. I hopefully will get to all 4 of these books. It's not a huge TBR. I'll probably throw some audiobooks in there too, because I do listen to them throughout the day. And yeah, hopefully I'll get some stuff accomplished. Maybe I'll throw some curveballs in there for you too. So come back for my March wrap up in a month. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, subscribe down below to see this beautiful face and to see cats. There's always a cat running around. And thank you so much for everything. Have a great day, guys.